seems like we haven't spoken since yesterday. Tony Adams here, and I was getting really hungry, so I decided, I know, why don't I make garlic mashed potatoes? Right? Because everybody likes garlic mashed potatoes. Well, not everybody, and if you don't like the garlic in your mashed potatoes, don't put it in. Same recipe. So, what do I recommend? I'll tell you. These, you can't see them, but they're golden potato. Gold potatoes. I'll show you how to do it. You get a bag of potatoes, bowl, potatoes. Try to get the big ones, save you some time. I mean, the big ones in the bag. The bigger the one, the bigger they are, the quicker you can do this because you don't have to peel potatoes quite as long. I'm not going to make a ton of them, but enough to I got to do one more. Enough to satisfy our cravings for a couple days. Potatoes will keep in the refrigerator for at least 5 to 7 days easily. So what you want to do is get some potatoes. They're pretty, and we're going to wash them off. Run them under some water, hot water. Shake them up in that little bowl. Shake them up, shake them up. Rinse them good, rinse them good. Make sure all the, there's not really much dirt on them, but make sure they're rinsed. Hot water. Strain the water off. You can see me doing it. You can't really see me doing it. But strain the water off, and now you have a bowl of clean potatoes. Now, one thing I don't like to do is peel potatoes. So, this is a trick. You take your potato and a small paring knife. You gently score the potato like this. Gently. You don't have to go deep. Just go around the potato, once around one way, and then once around the other way, like that. Do this to all the potatoes. In addition to doing that, look at your potatoes for those little growths like that are like trying to grow more potatoes. This one doesn't have any. Pretty good. See if I find one that has them. Alright, so I'm going to just score this one then, because I don't see any on this one either, which is really unusual because usually potatoes start growing and you see them. Here's a little one. So you take your knife, take your thumb, and leave the tip of the blade right there. Dig underneath that little piece. Turn it like this. And pull it out. You've just cored that little piece out of there. Okay? Throw it in a little dish. Like I said, this is great because there aren't many on here. So it's, now if you see weird things on there that you don't know, get rid of them. So, I don't know what that was. Look, these potatoes are super great. They don't have any little pieces growing on them because I just bought them. I don't know. Sometimes it's worse than others. But see how long it takes me to do this? Not long at all. That's why I keep doing it while I'm talking. Just do this, because later, after we cook the potatoes, we're gonna peel them while they're still warm. And the peeling process, when I hate peeling potatoes, so this is going to be great. It's going to be so easy, so quick. You're going to eat potatoes a lot more often. I tell you. See how fast I'm doing this? There's nothing to it. I'm not cutting them. I'm just scoring them slightly. And I'll explain to you why in 2 seconds. This. Okay? This. Okay. 1 pot of scored potatoes. Easy, breezy, lemon squeezy. I don't know what that means exactly, but I like it the way it sounds. So next, a big pot. I'm using my old school cast iron pot. You don't have to. I like it. That's why I took it out. Okay, so let me put some water in it. Fill the pot so it covers the potatoes. So let me show you what I'm talking about. It's easier to do that if you put the potatoes in the pot first. Okay. Now the potatoes are in the pot. Now we're going to fill the pot with water. So the water covers the top of the potatoes. You listening? I know you are. All right. So now the potatoes are submerged. You can't see that. Yeah, you can. Submerged in water. Now I did mention that we were making garlic mashed potatoes. Well, one of the tricks to making garlic mashed potatoes, so it's not overpowered with the garlic, but the garlic flavor is in there. It's different when you do it this way. You know what these are? You see me in action with these. These are fresh peeled garlic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fresh peeled garlic and the end, I guess where it was grown from, because the rest of it's nice and smooth, I'm going to cut that piece off. Just a little, just clip it off like that. No big deal. Can you see this? This is what was here. I took it off. Drop it in the water. We'll get the better drop if I move it so you can see. Here's my pot of potatoes. Okay, so real quickly, that's 2. That's 3. You like garlic mash, right? That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. I can go on. One more for good luck. That's 7. Okay. So I put 7 nice size, as you can see, nice size cloves of garlic in our water with our potatoes. Okay. So with that in mind, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to put some salt in there. How much salt am I putting in there? About a nice helping of it, about a teaspoon. I'm just shaking and shaking and shaking, you can see. You're not going to really over salt it if you put more than a teaspoon, so don't sweat it. The idea is just to keep some flavor floating around the water and the garlic. And then you're going to take this, every pot, and put it on the stove, turn it on high, let it come to a boil. When it comes to a boil, just so you're not here all day, as soon as it starts to come to a boil, you're going to turn it down to medium so it simmers and you can put the top on. You have to turn that low enough so when you put the top on, it doesn't boil over. Be careful, because you don't want to make a mess on your stove. It's a real pain in the neck to clean. So, I told you that, so I won't stand here and have you watch me do it. We're going to cook the potatoes, so we take a nice big knife, or a small one. We take the paring knife even. We're going to stick it into potatoes, and it goes in and out nice and easy. And then I'll show you how to peel them. And we'll get to the next step. Stay with me, okay? And we'll get right to it. See you soon. So I promised you garlic mashed potatoes and how to make them. The mashed potatoes, I'm going to paper towel. In fact, I'm going to be 2. Put them over here, and take them one on top of the other, fold it over, put it in the palm of your hand. Why am I doing this? Because these little lovelies just came out the pot. See how they split? Remember I split the potatoes? Now, you can tell the potatoes are done, very much so. There's a little knife. When the knife goes into them like this, nothing to it, right? Nothing to it. Very easy. Hardly any resistance. That's when your potato's done. You don't want a potato that's not done because it's very hard to mash those. Okay, so here, we can put this down, and maybe I can come closer and do this. Right here, is this good? You can't see that bowl though. Alright, maybe I don't have to come closer. We'll come to here. I'm going to take this one very hot potato and pick it up. Grab my paring knife. Okay, you see this? And look. With my finger, I can just peel off the skin. Alright, so this is peeling a potato. With my finger. Okay, I use a knife because I don't want to burn my fingers because they're hot. And you're going to peel all of them. Just very, very simple. Just do this. Get another bowl to throw the peels in so you don't waste time. And you want to do this when they're hot because we're going to mash them up in a few seconds. So I'm going to peel these right in front of you to show you how fast this really is. Boom, boom. No tricks, not even a sharp knife. This is our mixing bowl. I'm going to use a mixer today. I usually don't, but I'm making a lot, actually. A decent amount of potatoes. If you're making potatoes for like dinner only, or dinner for 2 nights, then you don't really need to use the mixer. You can use your whisk. You remember the whisk, right? That's this little baby. You can use that. It works great. We're making garlic mashed today. You can put anything you want in your mashed potatoes. You can sour cream in there. See, I'm just doing it with my fingers now, but I am burning my finger a little bit. So back to I just kind of scrape it when I do it like this. There's no peeling involved. In fact, there's very little anything involved in getting it off. The trick is not to burn your fingers. That's the reason for the paper towel. Hold the paper towel in your hand and you won't burn your fingers. Okay, beautifully peeled potatoes. Beautifully peeled. See that? Nothing to, not a piece of skin on them. Boom. Ah, see, they're open. They look like the little alien pods. Remember the alien popped out of this thing that opened up and the alien popped out? That's what they look like. But don't worry, if you put your head over these, the only thing you can do is burn your nose. See how easy breezy, lemon squeezy. I don't know where I got that from. Oh yeah, I know where my mechanic's son said it. He's a real character, but that's for another story. Okay, look at that, peeled potatoes. If you see anything that's sticky, you can just chop it off. Chop it off, because I can see a few little spots that I want perfectly peeled potato. No potato skin. Boom, drop it in there. Got a few more of these. I'm gonna stop for a quick second, unless you really want to listen to me ramble on, which I'd like to do, because I have 3 more. So if you want to stay with me and ramble on, that's cool. Or I can shut the camera off and turn it back on. I guess that would be better. This way this video isn't that long, or as long. I'll talk to you. What the heck? What the heck? I'm just blowing through this because, like I said, it's easy. And there's a big one, so I'm just scraping it off. Boom, 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 boom. There's no resistance whatsoever. Turn it over, pull it off. Yeah, stay with me, because from this we go to adding the butter and the seasonings and the other little things that we're going to do. Not much. Okay, we're down to 2 little potatoes now. 2 little ones. I'll do it with my fingers. Boom, pull it off. Fingers, pull it off. They're still hot. They're still hot. And they need to be hot because they need to work the butter. A little something there. Ouch. Okay, another one. Boom. Last potato. Last but not least. The little guy. Pull it off. Scrape it off. Turn it over. Turn it over. Boom. Okay, all the potatoes are peeled. The paring knife is done. Move it out of the way. Next. Okay, let me show you this. In addition to taking the potatoes out of the water, I took the garlic out. Look at that garlic. Now this is what you do with the garlic. Can you see it? You're just going to take a fork and mash it till it becomes a little paste. Okay? It's all mashed up. Because it's been boiling in the water, so the water has the flavor of the garlic. And now we're going to take the garlic and just make this little garlic paste, homemade, so it has a little flavor to it. Dump it on the potatoes. Boom. That's the foundation of your garlic mash. Okay, next one. Next one. Watch this. Butter. I'm using 3/4 stick of butter. Use the whole stick. You saw me potatoes, that has a lot of potatoes. And potatoes and butter, boom, delish. Now, the knife, I left the butter is pretty soft. I left it out for like an hour. But now I'm going to take it and I'm going to just cut the butter up. So it's not big chunks. I want just to cut the butter up, just like that. Okay? So it's all chopped up in there. And the same thing now with potatoes. So chop them up with the knife, and they're real soft, really, really soft. So you just do this. You can even start mixing it as you chop. That's a good idea. Look at that. And they mix. Nothing to it. So that's why I say I do this with a whisk most of the time, and I don't need to take out the mixer. But since I didn't want to tire myself out, and that's what happens, you get tired doing this if you do it all by hand. But see, you can't, sometimes, like I'm doing right now, I'm starting to like doing this, because I'm watching them fluff up. Now I haven't added milk or anything to this. Look at these golden babies. Okay, golden potatoes. Now, keep doing it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put them in the mixer now. But what's happening is the butter and the garlic are all mixed in there. We're going to put some salt. How much salt? I'm going to start off with about a teaspoon of salt. How much pepper? A teaspoon of black pepper. Salt and pepper are really big ingredients in our garlic mash. Garlic powder, you don't really need to do it. I like garlicky potatoes, so I'm going to put in, and I'm going to measure this so we don't get crazy, 1/4 teaspoon. That's not a lot. Back to our silicone stir. So I'm going to stir it. And it's also good for, this is also used for cakes usually. And I'm going to give them a little mix, to mix those seasonings together before putting it in the mixer. Now, can you see this? Can you see this? Enough looking at me. Look at this. Here we go. Here we go. Okay? Very hard to do this. Okay, we're gonna go get the mixer. We're gonna do this. Here's the mixer. Here are the potatoes. Closer, closer, closer. Close to the mixer, close to the mixer. Pretty elixir. Okay, that's about as good as I get. All right. And stir them a little bit more because they're thick and creamy right now. Okay, and they're smooth. You like to get them smooth, no lumps. And the thing to get smooth potatoes is you got to cook your potatoes so when they mix, they are extremely smooth. You got to see how smooth they are already. Can you see that? Can you see that? They're nice, right? They're nice. Now, we're going to put the mixer down. We're going to put the mixer down in there. You can use a hand mixer too, but I wanted to save some time. So I'm going to turn it on and start doing this, and I'm going to add a little milk. The reason for this is because we want our potatoes to be creamy and fluffy and light. So I'm going to incorporate the milk into potatoes like this. I'm using the back of this, and I'm pushing it into the mix, into the spitting brushes. Okay, I got a little more milk. Again, I'm going for smooth and light. Smooth and light. Smooth and light. And just keep mixing them in. Don't be afraid. Mix it in. Mix it in. Mix it in. Alright. They're looking really smooth and light right now. So, what are we going to do next? We're going to taste it. Usually, potatoes are something that everyone likes to taste. All right. Wow, I got lucky. Right on the money. Okay, let's whip them up a little bit more. You know, I didn't get carried away with the garlic and the salt and the pepper. They're really good. I'm gonna put. I always go overboard. I'm gonna put it. You don't have. You probably don't have to be good with this slightly off. I'm gonna put this a tad. How much more? A tad. A light dusting of black pepper again. A light drizzle of garlic powder. Just a little tiny bit. I don't recommend it. Only if you want it. And a little, just a dabbing of salt. I don't recommend it because they were delicious just the way they were. But you know, you always want to go over the top. And those are the ingredients that will bring your potatoes over the top. Now I'm debating, do I need any more milk? See how fluffy they are? Alright, see, over the top. Here we go again. It doesn't need milk, but we're going to do it anyway. Because I'm thinking when they cool off, they'll get a little thinner. Thicker, I mean. I don't want them too thick. That's it. It was a splash. A little tiny splash. If you put too much milk in, you'll never recover. So always a little tiny milk at a time. Alright, now. They're just slightly loose by comparison to what they were before. Now I'm going to kick it up a notch. Now we're kicking it up a notch. We're really blending it all together. It's the blending thing I always tell you about. Blend. Put them together. Make them smooth. Make them nice. That's it. That's it. Baby. And that's all we need. We're done. We gave it a nice, Give it a nice mixing. I'm going to take these off and lick them. Yeah. How do I get these off again? Whose mixer is this? Oh, where is that thing? There's a button here to release these crazy things. And I forgot. Oh, there it is. Okay. And that releases the two brushes. Let me do this. Because you don't want to lose any of this deliciousness. I licked it. Yummy. Good. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. So now, that's hot. Ooh, okay. Now we got to get them out of here and put them in a bowl. So we have a big thing of mashed potatoes. Got to take this off the counter. Maybe. Get our bowl. I like this one, right? Start putting them in there. Do you see it? Yeah, you can see it. Better? Okay. You hold it and just clunk them in there. Oh man, they smell so good. Garlic mash. Creamy, fluffy. And don't be afraid, you can warm these up. Oh baby, look at that. You say you want garlic mash? You got garlic mash now. You are rolling with the mash. And you know, as soon as I get to the bottom of this mixing tool that I'm using, my favorite, is going in my mouth. But I want to get most of it in the bowl because I don't want to contaminate it by putting it back and forth to my mouth, to the bowl, to my mouth, to the bowl. because it'll gross you out on the camera. So I don't do that when I'm filming. But if I'm doing it by myself and it's for myself, then yeah, I'll be licking this thing all day. Okay, so there we are. Stir them up in there nicely. Fill that bowl, fill that bowl. Nice, 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 nice. Now we have a whole bowl of garlic mash. Put some water in this. Hot water, because it will stick. There's not much left. Not much left. Put this here. Go back. Because, you know, we always eat when we cook. Is that enough? Enough the water. Wipe it off so it's nice and neat. Try to. Take this out of there. Okay, one bowl of, I gotta do it. That's so good. It's so good. You can. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute, please. There's nothing like your own mashed potatoes. Wow. All right, that's enough. Garlic mash. From me to you, do it up. Easy breezy lemon squeezy. You got it. Do it up. Enjoy it. Thank you very much for joining the cooking show, the cooking time together, our time together. Thank you. And have a wonderful day. Stay safe, be happy, and stay tuned.